J.J. Rawlings' time up to today, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's time, we have been dancing around our own problems. We know the problem, you see, despite the fact that we have numerous problems, but one particular problem for sure, champion all of them. And that is the problem we are finding it difficult to speak about. People see it, we have seen it. People in that situation have seen it. People who are championing that problem have seen it. Yet they find it difficult to open their mouth and say it. I don't know exactly what is holding them from saying the truth. Today, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo came out to deliver the State of the Nation address. During the State of the Nation address, I listened to it from grain to grain, and I have taken note of certain things that certain key things that he talked about. Yet I did not find the solution to our problems that we are facing in this country in his State of the Nation address. And I think it's so worrisome. It's something that we Ghanaians should be worried about, because when we have a State of the Nation address which seek to address all our problems except the major one, then we should be worried. I think we have something to worry about. Is that right? He made mention of roads and infrastructure, which some are under construction, some are completed, and some are yet to commence. They are yet to commence some. He talked about education, of course. He talked about the free SHS policy that is now succeeding. He talked about student loan, no guaranteed student loan. He talked about digitalization. He talked about, quite a number of things that actually are very valuable to our economy. He talked about health improvements in the health sector. That is to say, the drone that they use to deliver medicine around or across regions in Ghana, that he also emphasized so much about. He talked about so many things, reshuffling of ministers and all of that. That is quite good, okay? That is quite good. These are all very nice initiatives that President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo have undertaken, and it is really yielding a lot of results, and we are expecting more going forward into the future. You see, so all these things are going to impact our economy positively. However, the major problem that I was expecting him to address in the State of the Nation address was not touched. Still, is education. The problem is still education, okay? We find it very difficult to talk about this education phenomenon. Education is the key to success, as the statement goes. There is this adage that is very popular, that education is the key to success. Yet, we had our education way back before independence. And today, after independence from 1957 up to today, we are going into March, another year, to celebrate our Independence Day. Yet, our education have not brought that success to us. So, does that mean our education have no key, or what is that supposed to mean? I guess yes, because if it was having a key from 1957 up to now, we should have been able to have the success that we are always craving for. Every Ghanaian is craving for success, right? Success in one way or the other, in one field or the other. But the key that will bring the success is not found. Yet every day we make this statement that education is the key to success, and we have been graduating. We've been passing out graduates every and each year from a lot of tertiary institutions. More than 100 tertiary institutions in Ghana have been passing out graduates without the key. And what is this key I'm talking about here? The key is so simple and straightforward, and it's one of logical reasoning. It takes logical reasoning to just look at the key and identify that this is the key to success in our educational sector. Everyone is aware of it. I'm not here to say things that are new. Nothing I will say here is not been said before. Everything I'm saying here are all things that we are familiar with, especially even those that are leading us, our ministers, our parliamentarians, president, whoever. They are all aware that this is the truth and they are finding difficult to implement it. The truth is so simple. There is no difficulty in implementing the truth, but I don't know exactly what is holding them back. We have seen or we've identified this truth from time immemorial, from the time of Kwame Nkrumah. The First Republic started in 1960, where we had a very pragmatic leader who identifies this key to our success, being it industrialization. He saw it to be something he saw education to be something that should be practical, and that was exactly what he was advocating for. He started things like that from inception. Today we have demolished demolished everything, and we are going ahead with theory-based courses. We are sponsoring theory-based courses. We are doing a lot of theory and doing little of practice. Kwame Nkrumah saw this country to be a country that can be moved by our education, and he saw education to be something that should not be what it is today. Today we have education which is examination oriented. Why have you ever wondered why each and every year we keep speaking against exam malpractices, yet we have exam malpractices in ascendancy? Have you ever wondered why? The reason is simple. If you say we are speaking against exam malpractices, what are the measures you are putting in place to stop exam malpractices? You cannot use sanctions to stop exam malpractices if you don't employ the right tools. What are the right tools that government was supposed to employ to stop exam malpractices? The first thing you need to stop is to stop exams. Why do you have, not to stop exams, not to stop exams, but to change the form of or the system of examination that you conduct. How you conduct your examination is very, very questionable. So if you have exam malpractices in successive years, each and every year you have exam malpractices in ascendancy, you speak against it, and the following year you have the same thing, or you have even worse cases, you record worse cases, then that should tell you that the way you conduct your exam is questionable. Instead of looking at how to change the system of examination, they are rather looking at how to change the strategies or the methodologies used in conducting the same examination. That is not the solution. The solution should have been to change the system of examination to stop this exam malpractices. To stop this exam malpractices, if you change the system of examination to practicals, I don't think someone will give, these people, when you go to SHS, we have people doing practical courses like technical and home economics. When it is time for WASI, they write a lot of theory and they do little of practicals. The little practicals that they do, I don't think people copy each other at that point, even if they do, but that is a straightforward job. They copy to know, they don't copy to memorize, or they don't copy to just provide answers and forget about it. Anytime you begin to copy someone practice something, you will finish copying and it will remain in your head. Next time you will not look for somebody to copy anymore. But we have neglected the fact that practicals can stop our exam malpractices, and we are now focusing on the illusion that if we put A or B measures in place, we are going to stop exam malpractices. That is a lie. I think last year they did something like, the one sitting next to you will have a different question paper, and you have different question paper, and what have you. Different schools with different question papers and what have you. They will do all those things, but exam malpractice will not still stop. The reason is that we are pretending not to see the problem. The problem is just clear and looking at us, and we are observing it each and every day. We are pretending not to see the problem. The problem is not one of a hidden problem. It's not a hidden problem. It's just a very clear problem that we can all see, very obvious. But Ghana government seem to be pretending to see the problem. The same solution that will stop exam malpractice is the same solution that can revamp this economy, that can bring about development in this country. Do you think that a practical student, like art student, who is very good in Photoshop, very good in camera holding, very good in videos editing and all of this, will finish school and still be looking for government employment? Well, that will not be common, even if it is so. It is a few of them who want to be teachers, to teach others to be like them. However, a huge number of them, or a huge percentage of them, probably might go into private sectors, like establishing their own businesses, if they are able to acquire the necessary skills that are targeted. If they are able to meet the targeted skills, I think they will be bold enough to go establish their own businesses, and they will be doing very well. And I know a lot of people triumph through this, and it's really working. It's something that governments should have looked at with a second eye, to be sure that there is maximum support given to these people to triumph in that area. But government seem to be giving little attention to that, rather sponsoring a lot of theory-based courses. For instance, talking about science, if you sponsor science students so much, like the way we have this science and math quiz competitions going on in Ghana, each and every year we have people passing out and what have you, then we start praising them and this student is brilliant. They are only memorizing facts. They are not brilliant. They are just, smart, like they memorize facts and produce, that's all. They don't know anything. That's the facts. I'm not trying to let it look like as if they are not trying. They are trying their best, but that is not enough. Like, that is not practical enough. And find a square root of like those things bogus. It has really got nothing to do with development. Those people who do that pass out, then they will have nothing to offer this country. They are the same people who travel abroad and never want to come back, because they just go there, find some employment, and they are okay. They have nothing to come and offer. Nothing. Nothing. They are going to join the traditional terrain of employment, seeking employment. Then when they get employment, that's all. So Ghana government knows very well that education is the key to our success, and the only way to develop this country is to work on our educational system. Working on our educational system here thereby means that students living, especially the tertiary institutions like university, should live with skills that will equip them to get their own self-employment, not to go in looking for jobs anymore. I don't think it's appropriate that a university leaver should go and join the unemployed graduates association, seeking for, with application letter with their CVs and seeking for jobs. I don't think it's normal. It's only when the educational system is questionable that we will have this thing happening. That shouldn't have been the case. Every university graduate should have get some skills to establish some self-employed business that will help him or her triumph in the area that he or she has chosen. That is not the case in Ghana. When the president was speaking, I thought he would have touched on some of these things as to how they are trying to restructure our educational system to favor practical or pragmatic education, not the theory based. That he didn't say anything like that. That is where I had problem with his entire State of the Nation address. I don't really see anything so practical in it. It is not only the current president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, starting from Jerry John Rawlings, coming to John Ajikun Kufuor, Professor John Evans Fifia Tamils, John Dramani Mahama, then to him. All of them, none of them have really touched on education, but they are very well aware that the type of education we are providing for our children, for our kids, they are only going to be burdens on the government. They know very well of this. But if you teach me only theory and I memorize facts and produce, then give me AA and I get first class, I'm a smart student, all right. However, I cannot start my own business because you've not taught me how to start a business or how to do something that I at least can earn me some income. If not to go into the government sector, like being a lawyer, being a teacher, being a doctor, being a this, being a that, a social worker, or any of that. Apart from that, I have nothing to offer. That exactly is what they have seen and pretend not to see. From JJ up to now, they've seen everything. I'm not here to say things that they did not see. They've seen everything. So the question is, why are they pretending not to see it? Why are they pretending? We are yet to hear from someone who will come out and tell us that our educational system is his or her target that he is trying to work on. And that is what we will now call a leader. These people are just whiling away time. Excuse me to say, they are just whiling away time because, mind you, if you don't solve the main problem itself, no matter what you do, for instance, if ECG is having problem and you don't solve it and you start distributing bulb to people, to households will have bulbs, but bulbs cannot lit if there is no electricity. So the electric power is our educational system, and that is what government is pretending not to see. Rather, they are distributing the bulbs. That is the theory-based education, thinking that is the best way. You can educate all Ghanaians theoretically. However, if you don't add practice to them, if you don't add practice to the theory-based education you are providing to all Ghanaians 100%, nothing is going to change. We will all be educated, and the more education is given to the people, the more burden they becomes. Because anyone who struggles to finish university thinks that it is the responsibility of government to employ me and to take care of me and my family. That is what they think. And every day they'll be giving you pressure, increase my salary here and there, because they feel like they deserve better. They need to cater for their families, you see. So if only government will lessen the pressure mounted on it, then government will have to be ready to educate people practically, pragmatically, so that those people will come out, have their own job and mind their own business. Thank you so much for joining us today. If it does make sense, just like the video, smash the like button, comment in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. If you are new, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that any new video I drop, you'll be the first person to be notified. Share with others, let them also learn. Thank you so much for joining once again. Have a nice day, wherever you are. Welcome to Kimbo Royal Treat, the best hotel in Winneba. We are here to provide good services and quality facilities to make you comfortable. Your happiness is our priority. We treat you like a king or queen. Kimbo Royal Treat, we have a large and conducive environment. We have an event center that can host all your events, your wedding, your birthday, your outdooring, any event you want to host with Kimbo Royal Treat, you are most welcome. We have children's play park where you can bring your kids anytime, any day, especially during weekends, so that they can have fun and enjoy themselves. We have a swimming pool that is conducive and hygienic. Come and enjoy yourself in this swimming pool. We have coaches who will coach you throughout the process. Your safety is highly assured. We have rooms available, very, very conducive inside. You can pass your night anytime you get to Winneba with Kimbo Royal Treat. Very, very conducive environments. Everything is inside the rooms at very cool, affordable prices. We also have a clinic that we treat people even beyond our customers. In fact, very cool prices for our services, and quality is highly assured. Kimbo Royal Treat is having that friendly and quality, good, conducive environment. We also have a gym center that you can work out your body at any time with Kimbo Royal Treat. You can locate Kimbo Royal Treat in Winneba, Central Region of Ghana. We are located close to the Winneba Junction. From Winneba Junction to Winneba Station is by the roadside, direct opposite Guel Filling Station. You may reach us on this number 053 1252 956.